One of the most common things that people ask me for help with that they want to get better at is their time management. How to manage their time more effectively so they're more productive, so they can get more done and they get the most important things done. Let's talk about that today. Hey, welcome back. Jeff Heggie, Daily Success Strategies. Thanks for being with me today. So, how do you manage your time? How do you ensure that you're being efficient and effective with everything you're doing? There's so many things throughout the day that are just urgent things that you have to take care of. How are you making sure that you're doing the important things? There's a lot of different ways that you can go about this: time blocking, scheduling, all the different things you can do. But there's a few things that I just want to share with you that I think will be helpful in making sure you're more efficient and more effective in your productivity. Now, a lot of it is going to come down to, well, there's a lot of different things that it comes down to. But first of all, you've got to really understand your why towards your bigger goals, because those are the things that some days you just don't feel like working hard. Some days you just don't feel like being focused. But when you have a strong enough why, that's going to help you to do the things that you need to help you pull back in so that you can refocus and get the things done that you need to. But now the whole thing about whether you want to call it time management or planning or whatever, the whole purpose is to increase the amount of time that you're spending on planned accomplishments, the things that you're planning on doing intentionally. And, when I talk about the urgent things versus the important, that's what we talk about in our accountability. Because when you understand your why, when you have a bigger goal that you're working towards and you're being accountable, that's when you're going to start getting some outcomes. So a lot of your effective time management comes down to knowing the end goal, having the end in mind, that you're working towards that thing. Understand your why behind that so that you have a purpose, that you're working towards this for a purpose, and then being accountable every single day towards those things. Now, in my mindset journal, part of the whole process every day is going through your schedule. At the end of the day, you go through your evening mindset questions. One of the questions asks you about the following day. It's a great opportunity to look at the following day so that you already know what's happening tomorrow, so that you already can start formulating that plan in your mind. But when you hit the ground running the next day, you already know what's happening. You go through your mindset questions. One of the things that you're going to do is you're going to have on the left-hand side, there's a spot that you fill in all your tasks. And this can be your urgent tasks. These are just the things that you need to get done. But one of the mindset questions asks you, what are your three most important things? What are your top three priorities? And when you know those, then you need to block them into your schedule. And that's why they're on the same page as your daily calendar. So you can take those most important things and block them in and schedule time that you're going to be working on those. Now, part of it too is, as I mentioned, so that's where all the accountability comes into play, because we've got all these urgent things. But as long as every single day you're working on the important things as well that are going to help you get to that bigger goal, it's going to help you enormously. But you've got to understand that those important things, no matter what urgent things are happening, you've got to be accountable to those most important things. But as you're working on this, one of the things, and I've talked about this as it ties into, I've talked a lot recently about 10x is easier than 2x and all of those things. But one of the most important things you can look at doing right now is your not to-do list. And I've talked about this a lot in the past, but your not to-do list are the things that you can either delegate, eliminate, or automate. I was on one of our group coaching calls tonight, and one of my friends that's on that call was just talking about his use of a calendaring app so that he doesn't have to get on a call and actually book every appointment. That someone goes to his Calendly app, They answer the questions. And if the questions don't match what he requires, then he doesn't even book the appointment. They've got to start over. And he's not wasting his time going through all that on the phone. So there's something you can automate. What are the things that you can delegate? It goes back to the whole concept of who, not how. You've got to be able to delegate those things so that you can focus on the most important. And then how many of the things that you do every day don't need to be done? Not automate, not delegate, just eliminate them. How many of the things are you doing that you can do that? I've got a worksheet. If you're interested in it, send me an email at jeff@jeffheggie.com. I'll send you my not to-do list worksheet, and it'll help you work through this process. But what you want to do is you want to escape the least productive in favor of the most productive. So what are the things that you're doing on a daily basis that aren't getting you towards that bigger goal? And it's all based on creating a plan. You've got to have a plan. Don't just go at it every day and hope the day goes great. Create a plan, because that's where your success is going to come. Put accountability behind it. Get an accountability partner, a coach, a group. Come join one of our groups, whatever it is. But incorporate accountability into all of it. One of the things I read recently, I think it was by Dan Kennedy. I think he's the one that said it in one of his emails. One of the things that you need to do every week when you're thinking about productivity and time management and stuff, plan some time just to stop everything and think. Stop doing everything and just think. That is going to help you more than you can imagine. So my suggestion, how do you plan your time? Yes, you've got to do the time blocking, those sort of things, but you've got to prioritize things. You've got to figure out the things that are most important, not just urgent. Schedule them, be accountable to them every single day, and look for the ways that you're going to delegate, eliminate, or automate everything else. Hopefully this is helpful. Thank you for being with me. I'll be back again on Monday.
Athletes put a lot of time, money, and effort into the physical aspect of their sport, but they often neglect the mental game. And the mental game, it's just as important as the physical. In fact, it's often the differentiating factor between good and great athletes. If you really want to reach your full potential, if you want to be a great athlete, you've got to pay attention to the mental game. Now, come and join us in the Confident Athlete program, where you're going to learn how to develop powerful mindset, extreme self-confidence, and really take your game to the next level. Come and check us out at confidentathleteprogram.com/membership.
Who you surround yourself with really does matter. The people you associate with and spend time with have a huge impact on who you become and what you do in your life. Hi, my name is Jeff Heggie, and I want to tell you about my Inner Circle Mastermind group. This is a group that's designed to surround you with like-minded high achievers who will help you to think bigger and amplify the performance of your business and your life while tearing down all the barriers that are holding you back. A mastermind is the fastest way to get you to the next level. If you're ready to network and connect with other successful entrepreneurs and influencers, go to coachheggie.com/mastermind.